Last time I touched this playroom was when I completely transformed it in 8 days time. A lot of you guys asked me where all the playroom-esque stuff was living, and it was inside this closet that was just a mess and a half, and I had no time for it up until now. Our mini human actually designed the playroom. She is very mature, and with this playroom closet, she told me to donate legitimately everything if it didn't have to do with games, her stuffed animals, her gymnastics stuff, or the kits that she had left over from presents that she hasn't opened. Let's assess this together and let me break it down for you real quick. Our mini human is completely obsessed with gymnastics. She's a competitive gymnast and her goal is to be on the UCLA gymnastics team. Keeping that in mind, I started kind of looking at what exactly I was about to get rid of, and it was basically everything. So I thought this is the perfect transition to make this the gymnastics closet to really give her a place where she is fully inspired all the time. Prior to diving into any space, I like to set myself up for success, which means I'll grab baskets to ensure I have a place to put things I want to donate or to keep, multiple trash cans because I always need those, and then last but not least, an audiobook, which is a great time to introduce and thank today's sponsor, Audible. For those of you that do not know, Audible is an audiobook service that provides the largest selection of titles, and just a personal side note, Paul and I have been religiously using them, I'm not even kidding, for as long as we've been together, which is going on 7 years. The one thing for me that gets me so jazzed up about Audible is there's so many inspiring voices and compelling stories on the platform that it's bound to open you up to new experiences and ways of thinking. Audible members now get more than ever before. Members can choose up to 3 titles every month, 1 audiobook plus 2 Audible originals that you cannot hear anywhere else. Something that makes me fall in love with them, honestly, even more, is that they offer free and easy audiobook exchanges. Your credits can roll over for a year, and the library that you have on your profile, you keep forever, even if you cancel. You can start listening with a 30-day Audible trial, and your first audiobook plus 2 Audible originals are free by heading over to audible.com/Metz, or you can text code METZ, METZ, to 500-500. I went ahead and downloaded Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less by Greg McKeown because I take on way too much at one time. If you want to go ahead and join me on this essentialism little life-changing moment that I'm having, because I'm not even kidding, this book is incredible, be sure to head over to audible.com/METZ or text the code METZ to 500-500 to start listening with a 30-day Audible trial for free. As I make my way through this closet and start to pull all the things, I find unexpected decor, which just added this extra sparkle to the closet that we're going to be built, because I want our mini human to just feel so incredible opening up this closet, and just has all her passions right inside. So a little crown moment on the elephant I thought was perfect. I'm excited to be able to donate so much to our local charities and just Goodwills and all of the different organizations that we can possibly give to. It just feels really refreshing to be able to give back amongst this playroom cleanup. I do want to acknowledge that every child is different. I know I don't need to be saying this, but your child might not be into what our mini human's all about. She's all about her sports right now, and that's what I'm gonna make happen. I consolidated everything into the smallest possible piles that I could, and then I moved on to cleaning out the rails or the shelves that could be removed in the built-in closets that were already there. I didn't want to demo and start fresh. I want to see what I can work with. As Callie jumped up to take a nap, I moved on to removing the millions of stickers that were just scattered all about onto this mirror. I used a straight edge razor to get them off with a little bit more ease than your fingers, went in with some goof off and just put that all over the schmegola, and then used paper towel and some Windex to wipe completely clean. Voila. I am so over painting that I opted for peel and stick wallpaper, and what you want to do is get enough to cover the space, number one, because I had to do like 4 more orders of this stuff since I didn't calculate it right. And then you're going to go in, measure your walls, cut accordingly, legitimately peel that guy off like a big giant sticker, slap them on, and smooth it out. The straight edge razor comes in handy too if you need to make these little tight cuts to remove the excess wallpaper. But repeat that to the entire space that you would like to cover, and it looks a million times better already. With some scrap wood I had on hand, I wanted to build out these little poles to hold all the bags that she collects. She's a huge bag collector, so I'll tell you the tools as we walk through them. This is a little bit of an overview. Jumping right in, you want a square piece of wood. You can do a circle, doesn't gotta be square. This is a 4x4. You wanna find the middle of that. I used my straight edge to help me with that and draw lines straight across, up and down, marking the middle so I know where to drill down halfway with my Forstner bit, and this is gonna be a little bit larger than the dowel you are deciding to use, so the dowel will fit within the hole you make. I pre-drilled a hole through the middle of that circle and then one on each corner for my screws. I added some Loctite because it grabs a little bit more, so when I put that dowel into the circle, it just gave me something easier to work with versus wood glue that takes a little bit to dry, and I just drilled through the bottom up into the dowel. I moved on to staining. You're more than welcome to paint it. I'm doing an Ish Pish or Ip Switch Pine. I can never say that, but it's one of my favorite stain colors. While these were drying, I went back to the playroom closet and started adding the other decor, like these crates for storage, but they are decorative. I've had these on hand for quite some time because of a Halloween front door decor that I did a couple years back. I added a shelf on top of that and then displayed her board games for easy access. This girl has won so many medals, but her accomplishments are kind of just like all piled into like this little hook and she can't see them. So I wanted to make a moment where when she opened the closet, she got to see all of her accomplishments just spread out right in front of her to hopefully continue to inspire. I picked up these wooden dowel holders from Home Depot. They come in a pair. One side is open, one side is not. So you insert your rod into the side that is not open. And then the other side you can lift up and add as many medals as you want. That was my whole thought process. And we can add multiple layers as she continues to win. I wanted to make one side like a storefront since she has so many leotards and Nike shorts that she loves, and then she has a ton of bags, which is why we made those bag holders earlier. I did buy these beige hangers because instead of black or white, I just thought this was a cute neutral tone to tie in the wood elements as well. I marked where I wanted to hang those bag rods and then went in with some drywall anchors and secured them with screws just to make sure that these wouldn't be shifting or falling off. This is not holding a ton of weight, it's just meant to hold this many empty bags is what I've tested, so that's all I can speak to, but it did a great job. I can't believe I actually found something that fit exactly what I needed it to, and these are these sticky closet lights. Well, you can use them for cabinets or whatever, but they're battery operated, and the LED strip itself you can cut to size along the line marked that where you can cut it, and they both have sticky adhesive on the LED strip light and the power source, so you can stick it with convenience basically anywhere. This is what we were working with before, and I am ridiculously pumped to say this is the after. This is, I can't even speak. She's on vacation right now for 5 days, and when she comes back, I cannot wait for her to walk in and just realize she has this special moment where it's all about gymnastics. It's all about her passion. It's right there. Her accomplishments are in front of her face. There's no mess. Her and her friends can come in and just pull that mat out, that beam out, leave that door open, look at all the medals, and just get super hyped and just inspired. I mean, that's what I hope happens. We have a place for the games. We have a place for extra storage. We got all of the kits and the presents that she hasn't used yet on full display, so it's easy to grab and go. Most importantly, these stuffed animals are far away from Callie because she got, don't tell them any human, she got 2 in the process of this whole makeover. I feel like the comments are gonna roll in. Where are her clothes? Where is her closet? This is her playroom. She is the only child. She's got a Jack and Jill room set up, so the girl is living large over here, and I wanted to reflect that since she wasn't using this closet before. Thank you once again to Audible for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to follow the link down below or audible.com/METZ or texting METZ to 500-500 to get your first 30 days free, an audiobook, and 2 Audible originals. But until then, you guys, I will catch you next Wednesday for another DIY.